Well, g'day guys, Glenn here. Sorry it's taken me so long to update everyone on what's been happening. It's been a pretty busy couple of weeks. So, I suppose what I've been trying to do is figure out the best way to relaunch Happy Cow and achieve our goals of, I suppose, farming in a more happy, ethical way and really getting milk into reusable packaging. So, I've ended up going round and round in circles and talking to third-party processors and different farmers and trying to figure something out and trying to cobble something together to make it work. And I really just didn't really know where I was, and I've been starting to do a little bit of work with a guy called Alan Cox who is working at Biz Dojo here with me, and he has a business called How Might We, and he's really just clarified what I was trying to do, and he really just said, well, what's your purpose, what's your why, what are you trying to achieve? And really what I came to is we're trying to really democratize milk processing, meaning that, you know, pasteurizing milk is a pretty old technology. It's been around since, well, 150 years old or something like that, and yet it's so expensive to do it. And, you know, it shouldn't cost $200,000 so you could just pasteurize a bit of milk. It's basically heating milk on a stovetop. It's not that hard, but the regulation and everything around it has made it that hard. So with that sort of clarity in mind, I headed out there and we've basically created a system now that is going to dramatically drop the cost of pasteurizing milk, or the setup cost basically, because what we want to do is we want to make it so that ordinary people who have a little bit of land or have a lot of land or whatever can supply their local market. It's sort of what I keep saying. Local farmers supplying their local market. But when you look at the milk industry and you find that distribution of milk is a huge cost and is really, really expensive, this whole concept of buying from your local farmer is actually what makes sense, but we've made it so it's so hard to buy from your local farmer. So last week we prototyped up what we're doing, and we're just talking to various people about securing the IP and things like that, and then we'll sort of, well, I suppose we'll launch. So I just want to thank all our supporters. Thank you very much for allowing me to do this, and we're going to be, well, having some pretty exciting news coming up. But yeah, the other thing, I'm going to start doing some videos just explaining a lot of, you know, these headlines we've seen in the news lately. Like today has been out of control. We've had cows in mud, we've had bobby calves, and we've also had a story about the feedlot down in Ashburton. And I think people don't quite understand all the issues and all the ins and outs of it. So I'm going to set up a couple of videos where I'm going to explain all these things to people, and you can make up your own decisions about whether it's good or bad. So that's all for me, and hopefully we'll talk next week, and we would have made some more progress.